Actually, Peter Obi isn't going anywhere, and I think he knows it. And I will give you this. Algorithm check and data analytics was carried out, where it was reached at assessing his strength on the social media. And it is discovered that 57.5% of people who engage for him consist of bots and or individuals that do not live in Nigeria. So meaning that when the chips are down, 57% of the energy he generates from the social media won't be on ground to vote for him. That is case number one. Case number two, Peter Obi is being used by some stakeholders as a decoy to support Asiwaju. And this is evident, and I will let you go do the research, of a particular known statesman who is consistently campaigning for him, but he has only stretched those campaigns to the north and has not engaged in Southwest, meaning that the voters in the Southwest should not be touched, but the votes that will come from the north, which are more likely going to be for Atiku, should be plunged. So in other words, like in chess, where they say you use someone as a pawn, Peter Obi is being used as a pawn to support the candidacy and emergence of Asiwaju.
PDP has lost support simply because Obi has taken their base, Obi has taken from them, Obi has deprived them of what was a traditional base for them.
Let me give you a scenario, Your Excellency.
Yes.
And the scenario will be, should a southerner emerge as a candidate of the APC and a northerner emerges as a candidate of the PDP, does the party stand a chance at the general elections?
Let me tell you the problem. Whether APC and PDP, the problem we have there is Kwankwaso. Our problem is not APC or PDP.
Why?
So, because of Kwankwaso is already a presidential candidate, we're a problem. It will be forced, we are forcing every party. That was what I saw when I pull out. Because Kwankwaso, if they are giving me the ticket from Southeast, I will lose. And it will not be good for us. Because Kwankwaso left PDP and went to NNP, something
NNPP.
I don't know. Yeah?
NNPP.
And if Kwankwaso, if the PDP, APC give their ticket to Southern Nigeria, Kwankwaso is already a president in the waiting. I can assure you that. Knowing the mentality of what is the truth on the ground. Unless you are telling yourself lies. I don't tell myself lies. I'm a student of realism. I'm a student that tells myself the truth. So Kwankwaso is a problem. Because if PDP goes to north, APC goes to south, it's as well telling me to pack my luggages and go. I will not have a job in the National Assembly. I won't have a job in the federal government of Nigeria.
Which is Peter Obi and Kwankwaso. They were the components of PDP in 2019. Those are the two major factors now that have upset the political terrain now. The entry of Peter Obi and, of course, the NNPP, Kwankwaso. Those two factors here, who were they part of in 2019? So we can confidently say that the wheels of PDP are falling off one by one. Both internally and externally, the PDP has collapsed. So the recent endorsement of Edwin Clark, for me, I don't take the view, that some of even my colleagues took against Obasanjo, pillorying him. And I'm excited by these endorsements. I'm excited by the endorsement of Obasanjo against Atiku and for Peter Obi, because the endorsement of Obasanjo is not against APC, it's against Atiku, because he supported Atiku in 2019. He was also a boss to Atiku. Like if you heard what Jason Wiko said, he said it is a tragedy that your former boss, who should mark your scripts, who should give you a pass mark, has decided to endorse somebody else. In other words, Obasanjo's endorsement of that ticket in 2019 was because of Peter Obi. It was not because of Atiku. So right now, Obasanjo has followed Atiku, has followed Peter Obi away from PDP, has followed him to a Labour Party. Edwin Clark, who endorsed Atiku in 2019, has followed Peter Obi from PDP to Labour Party. What is the effect on APC? It has just made the path to our victory clearer.
For those who think like Daniel Bwala, the spokesperson of the PDP presidential campaign. Obi is going somewhere. And where is he going? He is going to the presidential villa, Abuja. And it is important they realize this so that they will not be taken by surprise. And Daniel Bola was talking about algorithm and data analysis, as if he's the only one who understands these things, claiming that most of those who are supporting Peter Obi are not in Nigeria. So he has not been seeing the overwhelming people, the obedient that have filled the streets all over Nigeria. That is talking like that. Peter Obi has passed that level of talking about the social media. Peter Obi has moved beyond the social media and it's on ground. And that is why the political establishment is rattled, especially the APC and PDP. And Daniel Bola was talking about that Peter Obi has the support, being used as a decoy to support APC. That nothing could be further from the truth. Because even the person he is referencing to, that is mobilizing support for Obi in North, but not in the Southwest, is actually Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. Olusegun Obasanjo has come out plainly to talk about, to endorse Peter Obi. So he's not using Peter Obi as a decoy. Obasanjo is fully in support of Peter Obi. Obasanjo is not an ethnic jingoist. He doesn't play ethnic cards. He's a nationalist to the core. So he was involved initially in silent mobilization of support for Peter Obi in the North, trying to bring in people like IBB and others. Whether those people agree or not, they have not made their position clear. But what is not in doubt is that Obasanjo has endorsed Peter Obi as his presidential candidate, and he's not using him at all as a decoy. Obi is in this race to win it, and Obasanjo cannot endorse anybody. Look at his history of endorsements. Anybody he endorses wins since 1999. If you look at those he endorsed Yaradua 2007, Yaradua won. He endorsed Jonathan 2011, Jonathan won. He endorsed Buhari 2015, Buhari won. The only time he endorsed a person that didn't win was in 2019. And that 2019 election was hugely compromised. But let's not go into that. So he is the one he's apparently referencing, but he has come out openly to endorse Peter Obi, showing that it's not that he's campaigning for Peter Obi only in the North and not in the Southwest to make way for Tinubu. Nothing could be further from the truth. And you can see that since his endorsement of Peter Obi, how Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu have been raining insults on him. And Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu spokesperson have also been doing similar things, castigating him, which even you can see Festus Keyamo referenced that in his own in the video you watched. So the truth of the matter is that Peter Obi is taking votes away from APC and PDP. And that is how it's supposed to be. Because if Peter Obi is to win this election, he must take votes from all of them. Because they are the ones holding most of the votes now. So he has to take the votes from all of them. But some of them, especially APC, pretending as if it's only PDP that Peter Obi is taking vote from. They are lying to themselves. They are lying to Nigerians. Peter Obi is harvesting vote from APC and PDP. And they are rattled. That's why anywhere you see Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaigning and he keep on shouting, Obi, Obi, Obi. Why? Because he's rattled. Even the opinion polls they are conducting, they know how far Obi is leading. Even their own individual opinion polls being run by PDP and APC, that Obi is beating them in several places they never imagined. So that is the reality. And then you can see Audio Zokalo in a recent interview he was claiming that Peter Obi is only tampering with votes in South, South, and Southeast, that Northeast and Northwest, that is APC stronghold, that nothing is happening there, that it is intact. But that's live from the pit of hell. Even him in the video you watched, you saw where he was confirming that Kwankwaso is a threat. Now, why was Kwankwaso a threat? He said this thing before APC nominated their presidential candidate. At that time, Oji was campaigning for Senate President Ahmed Lawan to be the APC presidential candidate. Okay? So you can see how it was. That time he noted the Kwankwaso threat on the south, northeast, and northwest. Now he's claiming that there's no threat. No, there's a threat. In fact, the threat posed by Kwankwaso and Atiku and Tinubu, they will scatter the votes. They used to pride themselves that Northeast and Northwest, they have the largest block of votes. These votes are going to be scattered. And I keep on telling people, by the time this election is finished, Peter Obi of the Labour Party will have more votes than any other presidential candidate, because Peter Obi is coming with block votes from North, Southeast, and South, and then harvest 70% or more of the votes in the North Central. And then he will get harvest about 40% or so in the Southwest. And all those votes he's harvesting in the Southwest, they are APC votes. So for Festus Keyamo to say that the votes they are harvesting, Peter Obi is harvesting, is not, it's only PDP. It's not true. It's not true. And for him to even claim that the loser in the endorsement by Obasanjo is PDP and not APC. APC is a loser, because APC craved for the endorsement of Obasanjo. In August, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to Obasanjo for endorsement. He craved for this endorsement. After the meeting, his men secretly released a statement that Obasanjo has endorsed Tinubu, which was a lie. Eventually, Obasanjo was incensed about that. He issued a statement denying ever endorsing Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So forget about what they are telling you, what Professor Keyamo is claiming now, that it's Atiku that lost out. It is Tinubu. Tinubu also lost out. In 2019, Atiku was happy to be endorsed by Obasanjo. In 2023, Tinubu was craving for the endorsement. He was looking for it. He visited Obasanjo. Obasanjo took him to the inner room. While in the inner room, the Speaker of the House of Reps was among those there. After the meeting, a few days later, the Speaker released a statement saying that Obasanjo endorsed Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Obasanjo had to issue a statement to say, no, I didn't endorse him. So it shows that APC was craving for Obasanjo's endorsement. Besides, in 2015, when Obasanjo endorsed Buhari, Tinubu also went there to visit him and call and say that Obasanjo should come and be their navigator, to come and join them to remove Jonathan from power. Of course, Obasanjo joined them in terms of endorsement. He endorsed the ticket of Buhari, and Buhari eventually won. So it's childish for Festus Keyamo to come and claim that the loser in the endorsement is Atiku. Both Atiku and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are losers in the endorsement because they craved for this endorsement, but they didn't get it. Okay? That is a fact, an indisputable fact, because they craved for it. When Obasanjo endorsed Buhari in 2015, they celebrated it. When Obasanjo endorsed Atiku in 2019, they celebrated it. So that is a fact that these two people, APC and PDP, they are losers. So Obi has taken the votes away from them. He has taken the endorsement from them. He has taken the support from them. So any of them claiming that the other was being the one that is shortchanged is not true. All of them are going to be shortchanged. They are being shortchanged because that is the only way Peter Obi can win. He cannot win by taking only a PDP vote. He must take APC and PDP votes, and that is what has been happening so far. And Daniel Boala is talking about analytics, which it talks about data. Now let us look at data. What data shows? The latest opinion poll by the ANAP Foundation and NOI, which shows that Peter Obi is the leading presidential candidate, winning with 23% of the vote. Now, if you look at this by zona, you see that Peter Obi comes first in the North Central. Peter Obi won 24% of the votes. In Northeast, he won 8%. In Northwest, he won 11%. In Southeast, he won 50%. In South, he won 46%. Southwest, 15%, making him to come first. Now, all these percentages he's winning, both from the Northeast and North. They were not, these places, North Central is not a Labour Party. There was no Labour Party there. Northeast was before APC. Northwest, APC, PDP. But Peter Obi is taking votes. All these places, both in Southeast, Southwest, Peter Obi is harvesting votes. So he is taking vote from all of them. None of them can come and claim, Festus Keyamo and others, that their votes are not being taken. Their votes are being taken, and they has to be taken if Peter Obi must win the race. And Peter Obi is taking it, and he's going to win. And what we are looking at now is that with the way things are going, Peter Obi is likely to win in the first ballot. There may not be any rerun, because by the time the votes of Northeast and Northwest are scattered by Tinubu, by Atiku, and Kwankwaso, you find out that Peter Obi is in a pole position to win this election without a second ballot. And so you can agree with me that what Festus Keyamo is saying, what Femi Fani-Kayode is saying, and all those thinking that it's PDP, they are the only people that Peter Obi is taking vote. This is not true. It's not factually true. Peter Obi is taking vote from both APC and PDP. And that is the only way he can emerge the president of this country on May 25, 2023. On February 25, 2023, when the election will be held. He has to take all these votes from all these people, because APC and PDP, they have failed Nigerians. They have failed the country. The country is in dire strait. The country is sick. The country is living on life support. And there is a change. And nobody can change it. Peter Obi cannot change it without harvesting votes from APC and PDP. So what APC is trying to do is playing mind game that it's not affected. But it's affected. The way that their presidential candidates sing about Peter Obi every day, it's an indication that they are scared. They are afraid of what is coming. Despite all the strength they want to show in public domain, the truth of the matter remains something is about to happen. Shift is coming to Nigeria, and Peter Obi is leading it. And all this endorsement Peter Obi is getting are adding to the success of Peter Obi ahead of the election. Already Nigerians are disenchanted with APC and PDP. None of them can claim that Nigerians has any good report on them. So Nigerians are ready for change, and Peter Obi is leading that change. And that's a fact. Don't believe anything any other person tells you, that it's only a PDP that is losing out, or that Peter Obi is there somehow working for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's absolute rubbish. Peter Obi is in the race to win it, and he's in a pole position to win it, and he's going to win it from all indications. All things being equal. What Nigerians should be asking for is free and fair election, the use of BVAS, the use of electronic transmission of results. That is all they should be demanding for. And you will see that Peter Obi will win, even in the first ballot. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video Because when you like it, Google will rank it higher, recommend it for more people. And with more people watching it, more people will see the need to believe in the candidacy of Peter Obi, that he's going to be the liberator of this country from buccaneers and looters. Thank you and God bless you.